Hey everyone, Dream here. Welcome back. So, today we're going to be looking into what the gossip about you is. So, I'm pretty sure you know how this goes. We have three pictures over here. Take your time, see which picture you feel most drawn to, or pictures. If you feel drawn to more than one picture, do not question your intuition. Go ahead, check them both. There could be something in there for you. You never know. And after you're done, you can scroll down to the comment section below or description box to find your timestamp that's going to link you to your personal reading. So without further ado, let's get into this. Hey group 1, let's get into this and see what the gossip about you is. So to start off, you guys have here the Devil reversed, the Sun, Knight of Swords, Six of Cups, the Hanged Man, Two of Wands, the World, Three of Wands in reverse, and forgiving and learning. Okay. So to start off, I can already see that there's something about a release. There is something here that you've decided to leave behind, perhaps something that you have putting on pause, or putting aside for so long, something that perhaps you've been holding on for quite some time because you felt like it was outside your comfort zone to kind of try and release yourself from whatever you've managed to release here. So first things first, there's something that you've left behind, and that's the focus here. Something that you could not, perhaps you could say here with the Devil being in reverse, it was something that for the longest time you felt, you've put a lot of shame, and you felt like you would be perhaps, say, very selfish if you do end up leaving it behind. It could be something, it could be someone, it could be family, it could be friends, something that you could not find within you to kind of let go and leave behind because of, you can say here, perhaps a fear of what people may say, or perhaps a fear of like living with some sort of like guilt, but at the same time, what this past was and where you were within that past, there seems to be like a lack of happiness, and you just feeling like you were not being happy, you were not living true to yourself, you were not satisfied, and there was this constant look or outlook on, what the future would be if only I decide to leave something go, if only I decide to perhaps, stand up for myself and say, F it all and leave it behind. So whatever this was, I think what the gossip is that you finally found it within yourself to not only stand up for yourself, but to genuinely release what was. With the Devil being in reverse, I think there could be, toxic elements present in whatever this past was. And it's like, there is also this element of like awe, of like, wow, this person actually managed to, cut the chains and actually, decide to move on and leave whatever was behind. This could also be talking about toxic behaviors or toxic patterns that were not serving you moving forward. You also, if you look at this here, you have the Three of Wands and the Two of Wands, and if you do put them together, like these are supposed to be together, but I don't know why, being on the same level does not form the like perfect picture. It's a bit crooked, but whatever. We're not going to be talking about that. With the Two of Wands, this is like I'm looking ahead, looking onto the world, having a vision, having an idea of like what would make me, with the Sun here, actually happy, what would actually satisfy me. With the Three of Wands here, this is like finally, planting the seed and waiting for it to kind of unfold and grow. But you got this in reverse. So there seems to have been this like holding back or, stagnation for the longest time because of like either a fear or a discomfort. But the way this has been set up, like your whole reading here, I'm not sure if you heard this before, but the Hanged Man does come with the phrase of like, what was never going to get you to what it is that you want, or was never going to give you what it is that you wanted. And so with the Devil being in reverse here, by allowing yourself to release whatever it was holding you back, this, whether it was like a fear, toxic behavior pattern, people, circumstances, by allowing yourself to kind of leave that, you've managed to open up new opportunities for yourself, opportunities that were or are going to provide you with so much potential. And so whatever this gossip about you is, it seems like there is this knowing of like you heading towards very, very good places, whether that be a good place in regards to you, like you feeling happy, you feeling joy and positivity, or actually, materially in the world, like this person is headed towards achieving a lot for themselves. It's like whoever is gossiping about you knows that there is so much potential for you, whether it's like good gossip, bad gossip, they know there is like so much potential for you, but it's like you were the only one who was holding yourself back. There could have been this illusion that the circumstances, that the people were holding you back, perhaps because of like some sort of guilt or shame attached to, the idea of like releasing this past, but that is no more. And now you're coming from a place of like being selfless to actually, no, there's nothing wrong with being selfish, there's nothing wrong with focusing on myself, and that is what you're trying to do here. And so again, like this, if we're talking about like awful gossip here, malicious gossip, there could be, it's like people are not going to admit that you are radiating positivity, that you are glowing. But if it is a good gossip, it's just that people are saying that you're glowing with a positivity, you're glowing with happiness, and it really shows by the way that you're interacting with the environment, interacting with people, by your outlook on life. You're not as pessimistic, and so the happiness within is actually showing outwards, and it's like people around you are sensing warmth. And I can tell that a lot of people are enjoying that part about you. It's because like by whatever it is that you've released here, it has been weighing on you so bad, physically, mentally, and that kind of reflected on your environment. So by releasing that, it feels like you are a completely whole different person. And so if it's like malicious gossip, it's like coming from a place of people being intimidated because now you're living up to your true potential. If it's like good gossip, it's like an awe of like what you are now capable of doing, or what you're going to be capable of achieving here. And with the Sun and the Six of Cups here, I will say this. For those of you who have kids, this is like, I don't have any time for anything or anyone, and I'm now focusing only on me and my kids. For those of you who do not have kids, this is like, I don't have time for anyone or anything but me, and focusing on healing that inner child of mine, and pleasing and focusing on my own wants and needs. Now you also have here the Three of Wands in reverse and the Six of Cups. Remember when I said that with the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands, this is like I have a vision for the future, and now like I'm starting to move, towards that. Having the Three of Wands in reverse here, reflecting the Six of Cups, it's like moving forward. If this was upright, moving forward, I'm taking the past with me. But having this in reverse, it's like I'm moving forward, but there is no place for the past in my future. And finally, here you do have with the World. And so with the World, this is like wholeness. This is a card of completion and end of a cycle. So I will say this. For some of you, there could be something about like a project that was long overdue, and it really took you some time to complete. So there could be gossip about that. This is like, for example, this a finishing of high school, a finishing of college, something that ended. If we're talking about relationships, it's like if you've recently, broken up with somebody, it's like they finally managed to leave that person behind. If we're talking about like toxic friends, family, it's like they've managed, this is like an end of a contract, whether that be a contract with college, a contract with a relationship. If you were not in a relationship, or you haven't recently released anybody, this could be talking about like releasing an idea of someone. It's like finally this person managed to allow space in their life for somebody new, or new opportunities or new ideas to enter their life. So whatever the case may be, with forgiving and learning, this actually makes a lot of sense, because as you release and heal the past, that you experience more love in your present moment. So whatever you released in your past, I think with this, there's also this knowing, whatever people are gossiping about you, it's like you don't even have, the energy within you to even hate, to resent. It's like I've left it with all its feelings, all the emotions, all that it, held. So I've released everything. So within your heart, there's nothing there regarding the past, like it's dead to you. And moving forward, all the time that I have is going to be towards me. If you have kids, towards my kids. If you have, ambitions, dreams. It's like it's gonna be focused towards that and only that. And so moving forward, there's like a lot of healing and growing and potential. I think this is what people are gossiping about or seeing about you, whether they want to admit it or not. So yes, that would be all for you, group one. Let me know how you felt about this reading. If you enjoyed it, if it resonated, I would appreciate if you guys would hit that thumbs up. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. And if you want to see more readings like this moving forward, you can always subscribe. I'd love to have you and hope to see you in my next reading. Bye. Hello, group three. Okay, so let's get into this and see what the gossip about you is. So, you guys have here Ace of Pentacles, Hierophant, Knight of Cups, Ten of Swords, Four of Wands, Tower reversed, King of Cups, and Death. And on the side here, we have Separation. Okay. This is too specific. I look at this and I think this is too specific to be anything else. I think this is strictly talking about like you and another person. It could be a relationship, like a love thing, or it could be you and one particular person that have been having like your ups and downs. If you don't resonate with either a love situation or a specific person you've been struggling with, I think this may not be your reading because this is coming off as too specific. So let's do this. So you may want to check another pile, or perhaps the reading is not for you. So let's do this. Okay, I look at this and I see the gossip being that there is something between you and a person that is not going to end up working out. And I think like this is like an outside perspective. See, for some of you, I think this could be like the people that are gossiping about you could be people that you're ranting to, like you're talking to about your problems, or this could be a person that you've had a fallout with that is talking about you, if that makes sense. So like you don't have to, for some of you, it doesn't have to be that you talk about the situation to somebody else. It could be that people that see or know about your situation are talking about you. So let's do this. So word has it that you are ending something with someone. There's a like a relationship you've been having with somebody that has not been going well. You've been having serious ups and downs to the point where from an outsider's point of view, it looks like you two are doomed. It feels like you two have hurt each other too much, or you've betrayed each other. It seems like there's like the Grim Reaper is coming for the situation that is between you and whoever this person is. It seems unresolvable. It's like this person is going to end up leaving you, or you are going to end up leaving them. But I think there's a lot of beauty that is lying underneath all of this. See, you have the Hierophant, Tower, Four of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, getting roots. Whoever this person is, you may have, for some of you, I mean, this could be a crush, this could be a fling, this could be like a platonic thing. But if, like what I'm getting from this is roots. So this could be a bit too specific, talking about somebody you've had deep roots with, so this is not like a simple thing, but if it's not, that is completely fine. The beauty in this is, I think that, the word is true. I think there could be temporary separation between you and whomever you're struggling with here. I think to the outsider's, point of view, there's no resolving this, but beneath all of this, I think there is too much commitment, too much care for one other, too much history, too much understanding between you and this person that you have been having conflicts with, that it's hard to kind of shake you both or to break whatever relationship that is between you two. I mean, look at how the cards have played out here. You have, like, usually you'll find people kind of running away from this Ten of Swords, Death. It's like, get me out of here. But with you, it's like it's heading towards this Ten of Swords. And so it looks very, it's like there's no fear here. It looks like I'm doing this intentional because what's coming after this is going to be so much better. So this isn't a card of like doom and hurt and pain. This is a card of like this is a cycle that is about to end, and to top it all off, it's reflected by death. So this is not only a cycle that is ending with death, this is also talking about rebirth. So we're ending something to birth something new. And what this new thing is, again, look at how the cards are played out. You have the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles here in itself is a card that it's like an opportunity that has major potential, that is grounded, an opportunity that offers stability. And it's also reflected by the Four of Wands. So not only is it like an opportunity with potential, but to reassure you that it also introduces stability, security, and the number four, which is in itself represents balance and security. And with the Four of Wands, this is like a very strong foundation that from the outside it seems fickle, but no, it runs way deeper than that for any sort of like problem or external interferences or disagreements to kind of simply interfere and bring it down. It's going to take so much more than that. And then you move towards the Hierophant and the Tower being in reverse. So the Tower upright, this is about unexpected destruction. Reverse this and you have a rebuilding. You have the Hierophant, which is like contracts, commitments, but it's also about setting rules that are going to be not only beneficial for you and this, person that you have been struggling with, but rules that are going to be beneficial in, general. It's like setting rules for the public, for people to get along, for stability to kind of run about, to have order. And so it's like setting new rules to ensure like a new beginning, a fresh set of, rules and boundaries that are going to reassure, success and commitment. And then you have here the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. So this is talking about like mutual care. I'm also going to go as far and say it's also talking about mutual love, respect, and trust. Trust is a very important thing, whether this is like a love thing or this is like a platonic, a mother-daughter, father, like whatever the case may be here, like trust trumps all, right? So I think that is something that is it highly shows that it's present here. And so this quickly went from like there's going to be an ending to this situation between this and you and this like person seems very fickle, it's bound to kind of go nowhere, but this actually turns out to be quite the opposite, because from the outside it looks like this is going to be a disaster, but if you really look into it, this is like it could be somebody that's talking about you, and this is someone that's gossiping or saying that I cannot separate from this person, I have so much love and respect for this person, that they're thinking about coming forward to you and offering you a new beginning, offering you stability, offering you perhaps like an apology here. It could be that people are saying that you and so are not going to end up working together, but like beneath it all, little do they know that your love runs deeper than that. You have very deep rooted feelings for each other, respect and love that it's not going to be easily shakable. And whatever separation is between you and this person, it seems very temporary, because what's going to come moving forward is an ending to these problems, is an ending to the disagreements, is an ending to perhaps certain resentments that you have been holding towards each other. And this ending is going to bring about a new beginning that involves new promises, a new beginning that involves a stronger foundation, a new beginning that involves rebuilding, setting new rules and boundaries between each other, renewing your vows perhaps for others of you. This could also indicate a proposal for those of you who have been maybe perhaps in a relationship. It's like taking it a step further. So ending that phase of like boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be between you guys. And it's like, no, let's move towards the next best thing, move in together, whatever the case may be. There seems to be a cycle between you and a specific person that's going to end, but it's going to be a temporary ending, because what's going to come after is going to be really beautiful. And so here's the thing, when it comes to gossip and rumors, I think those that are really invested in this, relationship between you and this person, perhaps they already know that. Perhaps they already know that you're going to move forward to something better. Perhaps they know that you're going to come back together. If they're not that invested in your story and they just are looking from afar, they may be thinking that something between you and a person are going to end, but the reality is going to be something that is completely different. This could be talking about like this person that you've been having conflicts with, whether it's like platonic or love, talking about coming forward to you and, rebuilding something with you. The worst case scenario I can see from this is that people may be saying that you are somebody who stirs up trouble and drama, knowing full well that it's going to end up hurting a specific person. Or they could be saying that you stirred up something intentionally to hurt a person, or they could be talking about a person that stirred up something with you intentionally in order to kind of hurt you. Perhaps you decided to break something off with somebody in order to kind of pursue something else because to you it seemed much more, promising. Where, say, for example, you've been having like an on off thing with a particular person, and another person comes in and they're offering you something much more stable, something that kind of ensures happiness to you, and they're giving you everything that you ever wanted since the beginning. And so you thought to yourself, you know what, I know that this is going to hurt a particular person, so I'm going to end it with them. But it's not that you were coming from like a malicious point of view, because you're just doing what is best for yourself. But from an outsider's perspective, wow, this person's so selfish, or this person really hurt that person for their own you know desires, or whatever the case may be. Or could be talking about somebody that did that to you. That's worst case scenario. But for the most part, I think this is very much more specific to a problem that you've been having with a particular person, and it seemed like it was heading towards doom. But I think this doom was secretly low-key, you know good for you, because kind of it created this new birth that allowed for something better to come, between you and them. So very specific for you, group two. Let me know if this resonated. Let me know if you enjoyed it by hitting that thumbs up. Perhaps I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. And if you want to see more readings like this moving forward, you can always subscribe. I'd love to have you, and hope to see you in my next reading. Bye. Hey, group three, welcome to your reading. So let us see what the gossip about you is. So to start off, you have here the King of Wands, Page of Wands, the Hanged Man, 10 of Cups in reverse, 9 of Cups, Page of Pentacles reversed, 9 of Wands, and a Knight of Cups. And on the side here, you have Passion. Okay. There is something here about a dream, not like a wish that you have. There's something here about you pursuing something, going after something, could be someone, but for the most part, looking at these 9, King and Hanged Man, this seems like an idea that you're going after or pursuing here. If it's not an idea or a wish, it could be a literal person you're going after. Now, this idea or person that people are talking about is in regards of you. It's like you are sacrificing. You can say here literally with the Hanged Man and 10 of Cups, people could be feeling like you're sacrificing your life. Could be that you're not, you don't have to say sacrificing, you're like putting aside your life. You're putting aside perhaps your career, putting aside your partner, your family. You're leaving something behind, or putting something on hold to pursue what looks like a dream or a wish, or you can say here a person that you think is going to be this wish come true. It's like you're dedicating a lot of your life for this wish or for this person. Now, I'm going to refer to it as an idea or a wish, and you're going to know better whether it be like a person, and or if it's like a wish, if it's like a career, job, a project, like whatever the case may be. They feel like you're doing a lot for something that they think is not worth it, you can say here. So it's like you think that this is going to be this wish come true, when in reality they feel like it's going to be such a disappointment. They think it's going to be such a setback for you. It's going to end up tiring you out. distracting you, create perhaps a lot of loss for you, or make you lost some way somehow. It's like losing yourself in life for whatever it is that you are trying to pursue here. I think you're looking at whatever it is as this dream come true, but people do not see where you're coming from. So there's already disagreement there, and people could be talking about you perhaps. To jump right into it, I can say people may be thinking that you're being too immature about it, or you do not have a plan set in place. Notice how the King of Wands and the Page of Wands are facing, like giving each other their back, as opposed to kind of facing each other. They feel like this plan of yours, instead of it kind of working together and getting to a point where it goes from like an idea, a passion, and turning into a reality, something coming true, coming to life. These two are giving each other their back. So people are talking about you feeling a certain way about something and the reality being something completely different. So in a way, they could be thinking that, or saying that you are being delusional, that you are, out of your mind, or you are being very unstable. Or with the Page of Pentacles here reflecting the Page of Wands, also being in reverse, it's like you're lost. You don't know what you want, or you don't know what you're causing yourself, or you don't know what it is that you're sacrificing. You're being too irresponsible. You're being, perhaps childish. You're too unstable and all over the place to kind of go after what it is that you're desiring, or, thinking about here. If we're talking about a particular person, it's like you made this person out to be this knight shining, like this knight with a shining armor, but in reality, they're going to be someone who is completely opposite from what you thought, and they're going to end up, creating a lot of setbacks and creating a lot of disappointments for you and your life. And so it almost feels like it's like if you don't wake up now and you don't turn your life around, or you do not, step back from whatever it is that you're trying to pursue here, it's gonna create irreversible, perhaps, damage in your life, or you can say in a way something that you're gonna end up regretting. And perhaps people feel like you're coming at this, wish or dream or person from a place of passion, like you are being driven by passion. You're too passionate about this that you do not see the truth of what this wish or dream of yours actually is, or what it looks like, or what it actually is going, to cost you. But that could be coming from a malicious place. That could be negative talk. This could be people talking about you, knowing that you have great or major dreams for yourself. People could be seeing you as this King of Wands, and perhaps you now at this point are the Page of Wands, and people want you to remain this Page of Wands. People want you to remain as this Page of Pentacles being reversed, which is like this lost soul that is not going anywhere, that's not heading any place in life, and perhaps being intimidated by your confidence and your belief in yourself and your abilities and the places that you're going to get here. And perhaps people are to they have, like, could be that people want you to perhaps settle down. People want you to have this idea that you should have a family by a certain age, or you should have a career, or you should have this certain amount of money. But to you, it's like what you want for your life is something completely different. And so already there could be a disagreement. So the way that you see your life going is completely different from what you feel like people are expecting of you. And so it's like you don't mind what people are saying. You're not going to go after or do what it is that people want you to do. And so right there, that could be creating a problem. And so people are looking at you as like, what are you doing? But to you, I'm not saying that whatever it is that you're going to do is going to fail. I just see like different points of views. I see a belief within you that is like, to the outsider's point of view, sounds ridiculous, right? But perhaps to you it doesn't. Perhaps to you it's all you ever wanted. And so if you're going after it, good for you. But there's an element here of perhaps like people trying to constantly kind of bring you down, or people wanting you to backtrack from something, or people are like don't want you to perhaps get to this, King of Wands, or perhaps that's actually what they believe. Like this vision of yours is like too good to be true. You're not the one to, achieve this dream, but you have a completely different, perspective in regards of, how you see yourself. And so to you, it's worth it to, put your whatever on hold, whether that be building a family, whether that be, separating or spending much more time with friends, with, getting a significant other, whatever the case may be to you. It's worth it to put these aside in the meantime, just to pursue a dream of yours or a passion of yours. And perhaps you made the mistake of talking about your end goal, because like, why is it that people are gossiping about what you are wanting for yourself, or what, where you're headed in life? Perhaps that's what you just did there. You spoke about something that perhaps you should have kept to yourself, because not everybody has the best intentions for you, or not everybody, just regardless of like whether their intentions are malicious or not, is going to understand where you're coming from, or is going to understand your thought process or your wishes. And so it's like, keep that to yourself, keep that more of a secret, because now people are, inserting themselves in something they should not be talking about, or inserting or in a place that they should not be in the first place. And so moving forward, perhaps you don't want to do that. You don't want to talk about where you're going. You want to talk about where you came from, because not everyone out there has your best interest in mind, especially if they see that you are somebody who is very passionate and ambitious, and has major potential to go from this Page of Wands to the King of Wands, and slowly but surely seeing you kind of going after that dream and pursuing it and achieving it for yourself is scary to them. So yes, group 3, very short and simple. This is the gossip about you. Let me know how you felt about this, if it resonated, if you enjoyed it. I would appreciate if you guys would hit that thumbs up. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. And if you want to see more readings like this moving forward, you can always subscribe. I'd love to have you, and hope to see you in my next reading. Bye.